Lord Malak, the Star Forge is operating at 200% capacity, far beyond our expectations.
I am more interested in the young Jedi Bastila and her battle meditation. Have you learned how she escaped the destruction of Taris?
She was aided by Karth Onasi, a decorated war hero of the Republic and a legendary soldier. During the Mandalore Wars, he was honored many times for his bravery.
You know this man?
Yes, Lord Malak. He served under me when I still followed the Republic. You could say I was his mentor.
Interesting. How did you acquire this information, Admiral?
An eyewitness, Lord Malak. Calo Nord, a bounty hunter, was there when Bastila and Karth escaped the planet. Apparently, they left him for dead.
A Jedi and a war hero. It's a wonder you survived the encounter.
I am hard to kill, Lord Malak.
Calo has agreed to help us capture the young Bastila for a very hefty fee, of course. But I assure you he is well worth the price. His reputation as a bounty hunter is well earned.
Her companions are nothing to me, Calo. But I desire the young Jedi taken alive, if at all possible.
Lord Malak, forgive me. There is something else. May we have a private audience away from the ears of the common soldiers?
I trust you are not wasting my time, Admiral Kareth.
I promise you will be very interested in what Calo has to tell you about Bastila's other companions, Lord Malak.
Yes, what's on your mind? You got it.
How can I help? I do. I've been watching you, studying you closely to see what kind of progress you've made since your training at the hands of Master Zahar. I have seen you give in to temptation and indulge your baser emotions on many occasions. I'm afraid you are on the path that leads to the dark side. You need to see what the dark side represents in its entirety, for it is what we battle. Only the wisdom of a Jedi Master can truly explain this, but I will do my best to make you understand. We must, for all our sakes. If you had the proper training under a master, you would know all this. But because of our mission, I must be the one to try and help you understand. The dark side is not simply giving in to anger, temptation, or to use the Force to destructive ends. These things only lead to the dark side. The dark side grows stronger and more insidious the closer you draw to it. It begs you to surrender to it, to release all its terrible power, and it becomes harder and harder to resist. And once you stop resisting, it's too late. It twists you up inside and turns you into a mockery of everything you once stood for. I am no less resistant to temptation than any other. I simply have the benefit of training that you do not. But even the training of the Jedi might not be enough to save us. We need only to look at the atrocities which have been committed by those under its sway to understand the terrible, corrupting evil of the dark side. Millions dead, and far more suffering. What sort of person would you have to become to perform such deeds gladly? And how adept must one become at making excuses for one's actions if suffering is the result? How long before you stop making excuses at all? It's so easy to think that we would never fall prey to such a horror, that we have unlimited control, vigilance, and foresight. If only that were true. The Sith have become powerful because there are many Jedi who've succumbed to the lure of the dark side and joined their cause. What greater weapon is there than to turn an enemy to your cause, to use their own knowledge against them? We are weakened while they are strengthened, so we must harden our hearts and do whatever is required to fight against the dark side, even when the battle becomes wearying. I don't know. The vision of our future is clouded by shadows cast from the dark side. But I sense something ominous lurking in those shadows. But words alone cannot save one from the dark side. Come, we should continue with the task at hand. When the time comes, I only hope we are all strong enough to do what we must.
Kipuna, bona na kichu. Salima wanga kun bitkin. Mucho shakapaka. Mucho shakapaka. Mucho shakapaka. Mucho shakapaka. Tonki ba non tontek. Kipuna, bona na kichu. Salima wanga kun bitkin. Kipuna, bona na kichu. Tonki ba non tontek. Tong abuk shami nonok. Tong abuk shami nonok. Tonki ba non tontek. Salima wanga kun bitkin. Tong abuk shami nonok. Mucho shakapaka. Tong abuk shami nonok. Tonki ba non tontek. Kipuna, bona na kichu. Kipuna, bona na kichu. Mucho shakapaka. Mucho shakapaka. Tong abuk shami nonok. Mucho shakapaka. Salima wanga kun bitkin. Kipuna, bona na kichu. Kipuna, bona na kichu. Tonki ba non tontek. Tonki ba non tontek. Tong abuk shami nonok. Salima wanga kun bitkin. Tonki ba non tontek. Tong abuk shami nonok. Mucho shakapaka. Salima wanga kun bitkin. Kipuna, bona na kichu. Kipuna, bona na kichu. Kipuna, bona na kichu. Tonki ba non tontek. Mucho shakapaka. Tonki ba non tontek. Tonki ba non tontek. Mucho shakapaka. Salima wanga kun bitkin. Kipuna, bona na kichu. Tonki ba non tontek. Tong abuk shami nonok. Kipuna, bona na kichu. Salima wanga kun bitkin. Mucho shakapaka. Tong abuk shami nonok. Tong abuk shami nonok. Tonki ba non tontek.